Yeesh, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
That. Now, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
True. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly. You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Leave it, will ya?
Sure. Boo-hoo, huh? You know, this city's outgrown us.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens, and the smell of cordite.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of something wrong, of something bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit.
I'm gonna clean up here one day. Yeah, and one day the sun's gonna explode too.
Why are you staring at me like that?
I was just thinking about, what the hell are we looking for anyway?
Jeez, old bird. You want to look around, remember?
No, I mean figuratively.
Oh, well then it's a good question. Hanged if I know.
Thanks for your help, partner. It's a pleasure to work with you again.
Don't mention it, boss.
I suppose 2 shots was enough for today. At least until we learn what this Natasha woman really wants.
Have you started on your great novel yet?
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything to you, so cluck that.
Pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn it first, Marty. I suppose 2 shots was enough for...
Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. She was the one, right? I mean, the one. So?
Marty, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear a single word. Are we clear?
Jeez, calm down, Boss Bird. She was the... I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it. You weren't an orphan, were you? That would explain a lot, you know? You've never talked about your family.
No, I wasn't an orphan. My parents are dead, but most of my family still lives somewhere in Averia.
Then what the hell still keeps you in Clawville? There's nothing remotely good here, especially nothing as good as a family.
I had my own family, Marty. Not anymore. And Clawville is my home, like it or not, because that's what I deserve.
Ooh, okay, I get it. You weren't an orphan. Who was that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. I know. He's the guy who smuggled cocaine in his prosthetic leg, isn't he?
One more word about Mr. Davis, Marty, and I'm gonna wring that ham-sized neck of yours.
You don't have to cock-a-doodle immediately, you know. I'm just clucking with you, okay? Huh. The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What, the hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true. It's like it wasn't even us.
You're not becoming sentimental, are you?
No, I mean, we were suckers for sure, but looking back now, I feel at least we knew what we wanted.
I still know what I want.
And what do you want, Marty?
A lovely wedding and a long honeymoon. Laura deserves it. And I also want Blood Boil's job.
A rooster's never gonna be police chief, Marty. Not at this time. Not in this place.
Thanks for putting me in my place all the time. I hope you don't call me again for another 5 years. So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
Those guys were something, huh?
Nowadays, I don't know what they were, or what I believed they were.
Say, Bossbird, did you read poetry now?
No. Why?
Because you're going nuts.
Well, thanks. Just a bunch of useless crap in there.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? When was the last time you've slept in your bedroom?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even recognize it anymore.
You're hopeless, boss.
I guess you're right. Just a bunch of useless crap in there. A long time ago, when an animal was starving, they bit someone. Worst case, they killed or ate them. That's being a predator, isn't it? And that was our job.
Yeah? What are you getting at?
Well, it's not the case anymore. Animals are eating each other out of pleasure. It's a poison. They're losing their minds.
Sonny. We just got old. That's all.
It's not that simple, Marty.
If you say so.
My wife took all the good ones. She knew they'd only gathered dust here, and she was right. My wife took...
Why are you staring at me like... When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say. So, am I staring quietly enough?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole. You have what we came for?
I just want to look around a little. I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, Sonny. Then grab your map and let's hit the road.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you, for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure. So the Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul. And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Poor Bug Eyes.
At least he's playing music. I mean, he's doing something. Most of the destitute take up drinking or drugs. Or worse.
You know about the light.
You mean the light the insects believe in?
Yeah, their afterlife. If they want to go into the light, they set themselves on fire.
Yeah, I've heard that. Maybe it's not a bad way to go.
That depends on your point of view. Is that the Kite and Blues?
I think so. It has a unique sound to it, that's for sure.
I'd like to visit the Hive again, when things lighten up a little.
Yeah, and when they welcome cops again.
Yeah, right. Poor Bug Eye.
At least...
Is that the Kite and... Even though it's a mess, I still can't imagine living anyplace else.
You know what? I envy you for that.
That sign gives me the creeps.
I'm not surprised. Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
So this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird. Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss. Is Lucas really such a big... Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry. Whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal. Let's not bother him again.
Yes, sir. Jeez, look at...
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Epur si muove.
Oh, bless you.
It means, and yet it moves, bird brain. An old wolf named Galileo said that.
Oh, I see. And what did he mean by that?
Dunno. I think there was something wrong with his stomach.
Ouch.
Epur si muove. Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong? Is Lucas really such a big...
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamonge, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Say, big guy, what can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more. Yes, gentlemen.
Hey, big guy, what's your name again?
My name is Archibald, sir. Archibald Conway.
Well, that's not a Bob.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Aren't you? What? No way, that's not even a real name.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but my name is Archibald Conway, without any doubt. Blackjack Conway to my friends.
Well, thanks, Blackjack. It was a pleasure. We'll be on our way now.
The Tsar Club welcomes you, gentlemen.
Let's not bother.
Is Lucas really?
The Tsar Club welcomes you, gentlemen.
Thanks, buddy. The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real. So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if...
A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense. Hey, there's Filmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember? Two whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah, well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections. Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack. Tell me, Hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir, but she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen. The old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Just like looking into the mirror. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back. Just one more thing, Philmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
You're welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me, like, hard. Now, I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. Just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl. Creepy little squirrel girl. Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.